Hello, this is David the Bard. Oh, it's Sir David the Bard. David the Bard is off today. I'm just a stand-in. His son, Sir David the Bard. I have a new report on the gay channel and website that the Mormon Church has put up, trying to join the real society. The handwriting is on the wall. It says gay marriage is going to be allowed. It's a civil rights issue in the United States. Everyone can marry everyone. It doesn't matter. The Mormon Church sees that coming, and they're going to try to, for once in their life, get into the right century. They're back usually 3 or 4 centuries, but they're trying to get up into the 20th century at least here. So anyway, I have an article here, and there's some things in it that are scary for me, and for you. If you're if you're heterosexual, you need to listen up. Okay. This is from Slate, S-L-A-T-E, and it looks like some kind of the New York Times. No, I'm sorry, not the New York Times. Anyway, look up Slate on your computer, and I'm sure it'll pop up. And it says, the title of the article is "Queer Today, Gone Tomorrow." And it's by William Saletam. Oh, it's December 10th. Okay. No religion has fought harder against same-sex marriage than the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. In 2008, the church supplied as much as half of the money and 90% of the early campaign volunteers to pass California's Proposition 8. But this year, it ducked similar fights, and now it's rethinking its advice about homosexuals. The Mormon case against gay marriage is beginning to collapse. Like almost every other doctrine I've seen has collapsed. There's only 2 types of Mormon doctrine: those that have collapsed and those that are going to collapse. The latest sign is a new LDS website, Mormon. Well, it's MONSADGAYS.org. The site affirms the church's ban on gay sex, but offers several concessions. It's like talking to a teenager. You know, why don't you buy some ice cream? You don't need to have sex. Dad, sex is more fun than ice cream. Anyway, some of these topics. Okay. First, the church acknowledges that homosexuality as a deeply ingrained condition. Oh, that old choice is starting to fall to the curb. Kick it to the curb. Often impervious to change. Oh my gosh, they're born gay? How? Maybe Jesus came with a couple of his gay friends and said, "Hey, Monson, pick it up, man." More than a dozen people tell their stories on the website. Second, the site says same-sex attraction should not be viewed as a disease. Well, the DSM, I think 3, 4, and 5 have said that it's not a disease, but the Mormons don't give the disease stuff up very well. In fact, it presents an explores Mormons who embrace a homosexual identity. So let me get down to the changes. In its text, the site concedes our common needs for intimacy and companionship. Oh, that sounds like weenie to weenie and vagina to me. But the Mormons, they always have fancy words for the genitalia. The needs for intimacy and companionship. It includes, without comment, testimonials from at least 2 people who seem to have rejected the LDS policy against gay romantic relationships. But the church says it can go no further. How many times has the Mormon Church said that and it starts running again? Its law of chastity demands, quote, abstinence from sexual relations outside of lawful marriage. Now here's what's interesting. When you go to the temple, the temple endowment The law of chastity says that you will have no sexual, it used to say no sexual intercourse. Now it says no sexual relations with anyone except your lawfully wedded husband or wife. Now, how's the church going to handle this one? If these people in the Supreme Court say we are legally and lawfully wedded, how are you going to keep them out of the temple? I was teasing my wife this morning, and I said, well, now the Mormons are embracing gay people. When you see a Mormon gay person in the temple, are you going to finally resign? And she said, yes, that will do it for me. Okay. And she has come up a couple of times to look at my videos, and she said, well, some people are looking at you and they think you're funny. I said, yeah. Anyway, what I'm saying here is the law of chastity in the Mormon church includes anyone that is legally and lawfully wed. Now, the church has all kinds of different sessions for different people, different cultures, different language. What are they going to do? Have a gay or lesbian session? Think about it. Anyway, what I'm saying here is, quote, and marriage must be heterosexual. Now, see, they're adding that in there. By divine design, both a man and a woman are essential for bringing children into morality. Oh, mortality into morality. Oh, Lord, what's wrong with my head? And raising them. In Mormonism, marrying and having kids isn't just a blessing. It's central to God's plan for the universe. Now, here's what's offensive to me. And, of course, the Mormons, they're just stupid. They're not trying to be offensive. They just have very low intelligence and very low self-esteem, and they don't know what the real world. When they make a comment like that, my wife and I, we don't have natural children between us. We have 2 adopted children. Does that mean we're not a family? Does that mean we're not a family, that I go out there every damn morning, take the kids to school, and pick up their mess and the broken shit, and constantly disciplining and constantly guiding and teaching? So the Mormon church here is saying, oh, you're not a family because you're legally a husband and wife, but you didn't have moral children between you. So anyway, that's offensive to me, but I'm offensive to everybody. So here we go. Here's what's more scary in this article than anything else. Here's a quote from the church. With an eternal perspective, a person's attraction to the same sex can be addressed and borne as a mortal test. No sex for your whole life is a mortal test. Tell that to your genitalia and they'll start to weep. It should not be viewed as a permanent condition. Though some people, including those resisting same-sex attraction, may not have the opportunity to marry of the opposite sex in this life, a just God would provide them with ample opportunity to do so in the next life. Now, here's the silliness of Mormonism. Let's say that you're a flaming gay, okay, and you get to the Golden Gate. Oh, the pearly gates. There's a lot of gates at the Golden Gate. They just sit there. Some of them jump off. But anyway, you're at the pearly gates, and Jesus says, "You've lived a really, really good life. Come on in. You're welcome." And the gay guy goes, "Hey, do you have any nightclubs here, or any place I can meet some gay people?" And Jesus said, "Well, I thought that was supposed to go away when you died." And the guy goes, "Still have Mr. Penis, and he's looking." It didn't go away. The Mormons were wrong. So anyway, it says this over and over. Let me get another one here. To non-Mormons, this might seem bizarre. Yeah. There's a statement of truth. A little bizarre. Here we go. If that's true, if gays who can't form sustainable straight, I said I was going to say strange marriages, straight marriages in this life, can do so in the next, why not let them? For the time being, marry each other. Wouldn't these marriages end at death, freeing each partner to create a heterosexual family in the life to come? See, everything that doesn't fit in the Mormon doctrine, it will be fixed in the millennium or the life to come. Oh, God, it goes on and on and on. But it does say that okay, read it for yourself. There's some things there that I'm skipping that are pretty funny. What they're saying is that let me get a picture of myself. Oh, there it is. What they're saying is that if you're gay, you could change. Now, this is very similar to the doctrine of black people receiving white skin if they join this church. The only white skin I've ever seen on a black man that's joined the Mormon church has a hood to it, and it says KKK at the top of it. I've never seen one black or brown person turn white. Oh my God. So that doctrine is down the poop chute. But anyway, here's another doctrine that if you're gay, when you die, you won't be gay. Why? Is gay hooked to your physical body, or is it your mind, or some of you believe in your spirit? No one knows. You know what? Especially the Mormons, they don't know shit. So here's the flaming guy at Jesus' judgment, and Jesus says, you've been a very good Mormon. You never have had sex, and you never have masturbated, and the weenie has never done anything, but you have desired to be a homosexual your whole life, and you can do that here in heaven. And the gay guy says, I've died and gone to heaven. Where's the gay bar? So what are you gonna do? You know, you're having a gay relationship, and I'm just making this shit up now, okay? Because I always expand out these eternal principles until they make no sense. Then I know that they're not true. They're not eternal principles. So here's these two gay guys, and they're just going at it like crazy, sexually, and then suddenly they both die in each other's arms. So they go to heaven, hooked together. And Jesus says at the gate there, what's going on here? They said, well, we're gay. He said, well, you're not anymore. Mormonism says you're not gay up here. And they both look at each other and say, well, we want to be gay. He said, well, your penises are gone. You have been punished for that. He says, good Lord, we didn't have sex down there. We're not having sex up here. Send us to hell. Send us to Satan. Oh, brother Satan, come and get us in our weenies. So now here's why I know this is not an eternal principle. Here I am, mostly heterosexual as far as I know. I've never had a weenie in my bed or anywhere else. No, just me and vaginas. I kind of like that equipment. But anyway, let's say if the homosexuals can change their sexual orientation in the next world, could that happen to me? So I get up to Jesus, which I'll never get there because I refuse to go. And he says, Brother Bard. I said, yes, sir. He said, you bashed my Mormon church down there on the earth. I go, oh, yeah, well, all I did was tell my side of the story. I didn't bash it. The Mormons do bashing better than I ever could think of. But anyway, go ahead, sir. He goes, all right. Your eternal punishment is you're not going to be heterosexual anymore. You're going to be gay. I'm going to go like the other guy did. Send me to hell. Are there any vaginas down there? Send me to hell. I don't want to be up here. So if the gays can change, according to Mormon doctrine, how can't maybe the heterosexuals can change too? Well, now that's a scary thing. A weenie is a weenie. These Mormons, they are so focused on genitalia. If men and women did not have sex organs, there would be no Mormon church. There would be nothing to make rules up, punish, have love courts. There'd be nothing. The Mormon church would actually have to be a religious organization, but they're just anti-genitalia, and you see it in Utah with all the molestation. Those weenies and those vaginas have to be satisfied one way or the other. So anyway, I'm heterosexual. I have nothing against homosexual people. They're people, they're people. When they shut their bedroom doors, they don't know what I do, and I don't know what they do. And frankly, neither one of us should care. It's not our business. I've adopted children. Why can't homosexual people adopt children? They don't turn homosexual just because they have lesbian moms or gay fathers. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that the Mormon Church is trying to shift. And what are they going to do with their temple endowment ceremony when it says you're legally, lawfully wedded husband or wife? That's all the endowment says. Now, the Mormons are trying to add to that endowment statement by saying, well, it has to be heterosexual. It does not say that in the temple. They're going to have to change their temple ceremony again, which they've done 1,000 times, to accommodate the way they want to discriminate. So you're going to hear this temple session change that the law of chastity is not to have sexual relations with anyone except your legally and lawfully heterosexual husband or wife. You're going to have to hear those words in there, or the Mormon Church is going to, collapse again in different doctrines here that touch other doctrines. So anyway, if you're heterosexual, please enjoy yourself sexually while you're here, because you don't know what Jesus is going to do up there if the Mormons are right. If you're homosexual, you better do what you need to do down here too, because when you get up there, your sexual orientation could be changed too. So you bisexual people, I think you're safe personally from the Jesus and the Mormons. Thanks.